Well, in a previous video I mentioned that there were some new and exciting things coming on the farm here, and so today is the day that one of those new and exciting things comes home to roost, so to speak, I guess you would say. Anyway, one of the big announcements coming is we're going to have honeybees here on the farm. Through a deal with a friend of mine, I bought 3 hives. He threw in 3 additional hives that are on another farm. That farm is a huge orchard, and 2 of those hives are large bathtub type hives, which are more like the size of this entire foundation, roughly, a little bit smaller than that. And he said that those hives, he's just left them there to grow and become super strong, which they have, and because they're super strong, every summer they pump out mass amounts of swarms. I also got a bunch of frames and other hive hardware materials in this deal, and so I'll be able to go and capture some of those swarms from those hives and build up my bee colony as big as I like. These are a Russian strain of bees that are coming, and these are originally from the Rokeby estate here in the Hudson Valley. If you're not familiar with the Rokeby estate, I'm sure if you do some search online for the Rokeby estate, you'll find a lot more information about it. It's an old estate here, and a guy named Ricky Aldridge still owns it as far as I know, and it's a really cool place with a lot of very interesting and fun and farming minded and permaculture minded people around. So I'm honored to have their bees from their estate show up here on my farming operation. Anyway, my friend Matt is going to help me move these 3 hives tonight. He is an experienced beekeeper. He and his wife Deanna are experienced beekeepers. They've had their own hives for a number of years now, and they've been splitting and multiplying, and they've really got their operation refined and really know their bees backwards and forwards. So I'm really encouraged to have a friend like that as a mentor to kind of learn bees, because I had helped take care of bees when my mom had bees when I was a kid, but I never got really closely involved. I kind of mostly ran the smoker. I also helped with the extractor and some of the hauling and heavier work, but I never really got the full depth education about bees that I should have. I was just too young to have that level of interest in it. And my mom learned from an old man named Mr. Martin, who had 75 or 100 hives out in Milan, New York, and he was a really friendly and knowledgeable gentleman. Unfortunately, he died a number of years back, and I never got to get old enough and interested enough early enough to be around him, but he was an excellent resource. Anyway, I'm rambling on a bit here. The big announcement is we got beehives coming, and I just built this foundation as a place for them to sit. These pallets and boards are just sitting on that foundation. It's basically a 2x6 foundation set on some very heavy maple stumps. I was going to try and just set up on maple stumps, but I found it was really difficult to level it. And so the easy way to level it was get the level out and set one into the board, and then level it and set the other end. And so that's what I ended up doing. And so basically it's just a 2x6 frame. It's got one block in the middle to lock it together, and then they're all nailed in to the stumps here. And you can see a couple of these nails didn't want to go into knots on me. And these are the spin shank type nails, so they don't come out easy. I got to get back with a pry bar and clean that up at some point. But anyway, this is our bee foundation for our first 3 hives that are coming, and we're going to go pick those up tonight after sunset, and I will get a shot of them for you before I release this video, so you can see them all set up on the foundation. And now a word from our sponsor. Okay, so here we are. The hives are in place. I decided to pull the pallet off and go right down on the 2x6 frame. Not a whole lot to say other than that I'm really excited. I think I mentioned earlier in the video, this is a Russian strain of bees, acclimatized to the local area for a long time, and I think they'll be stable, good honey producers, good pollinators, and good friends and part of the farm ecosystem. So I'm very excited. We moved them over here with straps on them. I took the straps off now that they're settled in place, and I'm leaving the tape on them overnight, I think, and I'm just going to let them settle a little bit before I cut them loose. They're a little bit riled up from being moved, so I think we'll just let them chill for a bit. Anyway, they're on a good foundation. They're in a good spot here. Showed the sun exposure earlier in the video here, and I'm going to come back here and put in a small electric fence right in this area around them to protect them. I have 4 sections of stockade type fence, 8 foot high, that I'm going to put here where that one southwesterly exposure is to the wind, just to help reduce direct wind on them. And I probably will put some sort of a gate into that, and then they'll be protected from bears, from wind, and in a good location and set up and ready to rock and roll for spring, and protected for the winter. So anyway, I'm very excited. Thank you very much to my friends Matt and Deanna for helping me do the move. Thanks to my friend Joe for hooking me up with a great deal on hives, and thanks to my mom for her financial help here. Really appreciate all of you guys, and looking forward to becoming a good beekeeper and a better steward of ecology, including our little insect friends who keep so much of the food on the shelves pollinated so it can end up on the shelves. Wonderful. So I'm very excited, very grateful to have these bees, and looking forward to adding bees to our channel, and I hope you are as well. Thanks to my viewers and subscribers for watching, subscribing, and listening. As always, I welcome any comments or questions. Constructive criticism is also welcomed, and I look forward to bringing you some stuff along the line of bees in the future as well. For now, I'm going to go take care of some other things here in the greenhouse and get on with my evening. So thanks for watching the Farmacy Seeds Network.